turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we hold the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, knock the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together. Now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system and turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Washington Commanders. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here we go. Come on now, let's go.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
"51 yards on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stafford, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How do they get in there and knock another one away? I think maybe that time rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And Gay knocks this one through. And here it's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
There he goes, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Well, that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Wentz. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wentz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it.
Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, 26 yards. And the Commanders have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fit.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Taylor Rapp with a pick.
And the Rams are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on second down. Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. After one, 7-3 the score. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Stafford.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
On 4th down, Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Defensively, that's the mismatch that you run. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, Wentz. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route, and the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat, and then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
Looking long for Thomas, and this one is incomplete.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
To throw again on second down, Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A'Shawn Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack.
Being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, though.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
They give up the middle to Akers.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36.
Now Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford.
Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. 3rd and long. It's Stafford.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. They snap it to Stafford. Out to his left. Going up top for Kupp. It got his man complete. Touchdown, L.A. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Leonard Floyd able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better?
And under pressure, they got him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. They do go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
But Wentz is intercepted yet again.
And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Throwing is Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Wentz now to throw.
And he'll go underneath with this one to McKissick.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. That's it. 46 yards. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this third quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their own 16.
He starts with a give to Akers.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Stafford. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Chase Young
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Throwing on first is Wentz.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. On play action, it's Wentz. And he Can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a
touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers, 31 yards. And the Rams have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
This time, the extra point up and good, and the lead is now 2. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them when you give one away.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Aaron Donald picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a fourth down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Got his target, Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
32.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. They're staring up at a 3rd and long. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Going up top for Cup. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fool this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. 30.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford, he's got Higbee complete right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
He'll get this one to Cup complete. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down. Touchdown! Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Wentz going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Stafford going to throw it.
He'll dump this off to Akers. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Stafford looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that would just about put a capper on this game. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Commanders 22.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Back to throw. Wentz eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. One final try now for Wentz. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories.